Good morning, gardens, and today I want to replant this jackfruit. It's supposed to be like a small variety, kind of like a dwarf, but I want to move it from here, which is a 7-gallon, to this 15-gallon grow bags, and I'm gonna probably be switching most of my fruit trees to this because it's better for the roots, and I'm not planning to put it in the ground, so this might be a better alternative for me. But I wanted to show you guys, it's not really complicated, but you have to follow certain steps. I'm gonna show you what I do and you do what you wanna do. I leave a little soil in here, just about this, and I kind of like measure the container inside. If you wanna get this out, you just stop it a little bit, and then a shoot come out fairly easy. And then I put it in here. And this is about what I wanted, because I want to mulch it on top. But as you can see, the tree is leaning a little bit, so I'm gonna want it to kind of like tilt it a little bit. So I will put more soil in there, like kind of like maybe slightly, so I can get a straight trunk. And what I do, I put 2 handfuls of this organic fertilizer in the bottom of the soil that it's gonna have. And then as a back filling, I would use this one. And I know a lot of people have a lot to say about synthetic fertilizer or chemical fertilizer, but at the end of the day, everything on earth is a chemical, either man-made or nature-made, but everything in moderation, and if you follow the instructions, it should be okay. And the thing is, like, when you have a tree in a container, all that tree gets is what you're gonna give them. And this is for avocados, citrus, and the best part about it is not that I just have the NPK represented, it also has potassium, magnesium, sulfur, and iron. And you need this for fruit trees, you really do. But I start by filling, and then I scatter a little bit of this around as I'm back filling. And you want the root ball to be like this. And you kind of like rub it gentle just to weigh them out. You don't want it more than this, because then you don't want a tree that is root bound. But this is basically about what I do. Nala. As I'm going, I make sure I push, because the last thing that you want when you do this is air pockets. You do not want air pockets. That will be the death of your tree, without no doubts. And you might thinking that it's too low, but it's actually not, because I want to mulch a little bit. That way I can keep those roots cool when the hot weather comes. And I will probably, like I told you guys, I'm gonna be switching in every 2 years. So in 2 years, she will get a new home. But as you see, don't get afraid to get dirty, because it's better to get dirty than lose a tree that you spend so much money on it. And as I have it like that, then I get the fertilizer. And I don't put a lot, guys, you know what I mean? Everything, you see, I just kind of like make sure I put around a little bit. Back filling, and I keep on pushing, so I don't have any air pockets. And as you can tell, this mix that I have. It has compost. It has a little bit of bark in it, and it also have a lot of sand. Because the most important thing with a fruit tree or anything that you have in container is make sure that it does drains really, really good. If you don't have a mix that it drains good, that will be another thing that is not really good for your trees, because it will get root rot, and I promise you, before you know it, it's long and gone. And then you just water. And when you water, I come back and I kind of do this to make sure I don't have any air pockets in it. I don't want none of that. And you guys can see how quick it drains as I'm watering. And that's what you want. You want to make sure that whatever you put in there that water goes as fast as you see in there. This is the bamboo that it was in there. Uy, might not be able to get it out. But it is that simple. It's not that complicated. I'm totally switching to these grow bags because like I said, I want them to have a better air flow in the roots, and the grow bags are better. A lot of nurseries are actually switching to these too. So I figure out sooner rather than later, just to get it done. As always, thank you so much for watching, but as you can tell, not that complicated. I will come back with some fish emulsion and flusher just before I let it go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.